realize there's consequences.
Yeah, no kidding. So, well, back to something a little lighter. Actually, I want to touch on one other cult favorite before I get into a couple things about Anchorman. I was wondering, I love the movie Cheap Thrills. That
Oh yeah.
movie, I mean, I saw that at Cinefamily when that opened, and I think I was taken to it by somebody who was like, "I heard you got to see this to believe it," and I was like, "Oh, well, Dave's in it. I'll check this out." That movie blew my mind. It was so out there, and I took like it played for like 2 weeks there. I took like three other people. I went back like three times because I don't know. I like sick comedy, but man, that was like a whole other level of just audaciously original, wild stuff. I mean, in it you played a rich guy who subjected a couple of old friends, these random guys on a losing streak in life, and you're like challenging them along with your wife to do a series of challenges that get really hideous for big money because they're desperate. So, any
Yeah.
memories about that movie and how that came about?
Again, that all comes down to economics. What will you do for money?
Huh. But that was a
What
good
are we
movie.
willing to? That came together. It was an independent film. It was a really modest budget, and I was very fortunate in that I got asked to do it.
Yeah.
And I read it, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm in. This is fantastic." And it really exceeded my expectations. E.L. Katz was a first-time director, and you're always wondering because you don't have any comparisons. You're like, what's this going to be? And we shot that in 14 days, and during a heat wave, and there were all kinds of issues we had to go through. And so you never know how it's going to turn out. But that's one of my favorite projects I've ever done.
Yeah.
But just for your readers, that is not a kids' film.
Yeah.
It is not a comedy.
Well,
There are some
yeah.
dark comic moments, but by and large, that is not a comedy.
Really? I thought
But
it
it's
was
one of
pretty.
my. Oh yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, well, then
Because
I'm
the
really messed
intention is
up.
never to be played as a joke. I mean, there are a couple times that people. I never expected people to laugh until I saw it with crowds, and I realized a lot of times people laugh because they're so uncomfortable,
Yeah, probably.
and and it's to release and to remind themselves, oh, I'm not really doing this, or I'm not really agreeing to all this stuff that I'm watching.
Huh. Yeah, well, yeah, it's definitely gets out there. If you like dogs, don't watch the movie. So, yeah. So anyway, so I wanted to ask about with regard to Anchorman. How did you come up with Champ Kind and get into that movie? Was that based on any particular person, or do you know whether any of those characters, like Ron Burgundy, were based on specific people, or was it just general news stereotypes?
Well, I can't say anything other than I know that I think Will and Adam have said that Ron Burgundy was kind of fashioned on a couple of specific guys from the '70s. For me personally, Champ Kind, I just got it all from the script because it would not be a compliment to anybody to say that Champ was based on them because he's quite a conflicted, complicated guy. So yeah, to me that was just all on the page, and then Adam and Will give you the freedom to flesh it out and have fun with it.
Wait, you're calling him conflicted and complicated, but he's like a moron. Or no, wait, I was thinking of the Steve Carell guy is even more of a moron. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry, but
Right,
yeah,
Steve's
yeah,
character Brick is
yeah, Brick
of
Taylor.
lower of low discernible intelligence.
Yeah. But so, is there any chance of a third one, or do you know?
Well, I would never. I would say the door is always open because I know that not only myself but Will and Steve and Paul and Adam all get asked the same question.
Yeah,
And I think when Adam was doing press for The Big Short, I think toward the end of the exhaustive press
yeah,
process, which went on for a very long time because you win an Academy Award, a Writers Guild Award, and a BAFTA Award.
yeah. No kidding.
After a while, he finally said yes, but it's going to be in 11 more years
Yeah.
because I think that was the stretch between the first and second one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I just, well, maybe I don't know if you can comment on this either way, but I just hope he doesn't stay totally serious because I know he's doing like another serious movie again.
Right, he's doing
So
a Dick Cheney movie. Well,
oh well, actually that sounds
Adam
pretty good.
is one of the brightest guys I've
Yeah,
ever met, and I'm sure he's, everybody goes through different phases of their career and their interests change, and opportunities present themselves. So I'm sure he'll go back and forth.
yeah. Well, he's still producing a lot of good comedy stuff, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then the last thing I wanted to ask is, you've got your YouTube series, full on Koechner, which is hilarious. You got little brief videos where you're playing all these different characters. So, how do you come up with your characters? I mean, because they're just so off the wall.
It's usually based on someone I've met, one way or the other, or just half an idea that you flesh out, or usually a real person or a real attitude that I've come across, and you feel like fleshing out.
Okay, gotcha. Well, do you have like a? I guess the last thing I really would ask is, do you have a favorite character out of everything you've done, or a favorite project?
Um, um, Obviously, people are huge fans of The Office, so Todd Packer was always a lot of fun. Champ Kind, obviously, a lot of fun. Like we talked about, Cheap Thrills was great. Um,
Yeah.
there was a character I did in a Mike Judge movie called Extract, and I played
Oh
this
yeah,
annoying nudge of a neighbor, which was just
I love that
fun
movie.
for days.
Yeah, that's great. Well, hey, I want to say thanks for taking the time. And if people knew how early you were calling me, that's double amazing. So, good luck with everything. And I'll see you on Sunday at the show. I want to recommend that everybody check out the show at the Ice House on Sunday at 5 o'clock, icehousecomedy.com to get tickets for a great cause. Thanks again, Dave.
Right on. Thanks. Always a pleasure, Carl. Take care, brother.
All right, take care. See ya. Bye.
Okay.